So how about that Star Wars? Huge stuff, right?
Huge.
Huge.
Yes, yes. And who better to be here talking with us than former mayor and city council member Frederick Sykes.
Thank you for joining us today.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I was a deputy sheriff for 33 years, LA County.
Which stations did you work in?
Well, let's see. East LA was predominantly the station that I worked when I worked patrol. And with the Sheriff's Department, you work a myriad of jobs.
Yep.
I was started out with off the street, where you work a jail. That's where you go before you go to the academy.
Right, right. Oh, yeah, that's when. So now you really can't do that. I think you have to be sworn in first, and then they start training you and doing that. I think before they used to be able to give a weapon, but I don't know that can happen anymore.
This was back in the 70s.
Yep.
I didn't have a weapon until after I was in the academy and trained on how to use the weapon and so forth, safety in particular. And that was back in the 70s.
Well,
so we're going to talk about the 70s and the Star Wars battles and all the laser beams, little different kind of weapons then.
They're lightsabers. They're not laser beams.
That's true. But let's talk about Star Wars, because some people don't. I think there's an age group that really doesn't understand.
Wait. I was at the mall last night. At the mall. I'm going to go to dinner. I'm not kidding. I pull up. There happens to be a movie theater right next to the place where we're going to go eat dinner. Could not find a place to park. I mean, it was like time to go to In-N-Out. Forget it. Yeah. No way.
So do you remember going to the first Star Wars?
Yes, and it was like today. It was around the block, the lines. I went to Hollywood with a date, and because I've always enjoyed science and astronomy. And I feel that we're not alone. So when Star Wars...
You do realize this is a movie, right? This isn't like, teaching you about science.
If I'm a firm believer that if it's, things start in your mind.
Okay.
Start in your mind. Just like anything else I've done, it first had to happen. I had to vision it.
That's true.
For it to happen for me. And so with Star Wars, all the different technology and the different types of vehicles, spaceships and so forth, it was fantastic. And just the imaginary background of it, to make it all come to fruition was just fantastic. It was new, and
well, all that stuff is just around a corner anyway. I mean, the hoverboard.
Yeah, but there are really, and those are blowing up too, right? But what was your favorite part of Star Wars?
Favorite character?
Yeah, favorite character. Maybe we should do that.
I guess the princess.
Princess Leia.
So did you see that she was walking around with her bun ears the other day on TV? Yeah. Or on some of the different shows? Yeah.
Only one in the back.
Yeah.
So, but I don't understand that there's an age group that does not know Star Wars, and they don't care about these new movies that are coming out. So.
Well, it's their loss.
Well, I guess it's kind of like, things change.
It's an institution. Come on, Star Wars is so cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's like driving, okay? When I was young, most everybody wanted to start driving at 12. And now, these days, kids don't seem to be all that up on driving and learning how to drive. So that came as a shock to me. So things change.
Yeah.
And they're more into this, and a lot of the thumb action on these little screens. And,
there you go. Well, you can watch Star Wars in movies on one of those little screens.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to actually see the Star Wars movie, and thank you very much, Mr. Sykes, for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. And next, I think we're going to be talking about some Rose Parade.
We have a sneak peek on the making of some of those beautiful floats.
Jennifer Guzman is on with us next.